Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today it's time for another Manga Mania video. This is a series of videos that I decided to do so that I can kind of do a read with me kind of vlogs, very short, brief vlogs where I'm reading the pick of the month or pick of the week or pick of the day manga book and read it along with you, in the sense that these are not reading sprints or live stream as such. It's pre-recorded, but still I will be recording my reactions to what I'm reading real time and discussing my feedback and my feelings and my opinions with you as and when I go, so you can get them as fresh as they get. For today's video, I have picked up a manga which has been highly recommended by many people who are manga experts, which is Tokyo Ghoul, Volume 1. I've been wanting to read this since a long time. It's been with me for at least 2 months now. I'm quite excited to get into this because I have no idea what this book is about. So let's discover this together. And for those who don't know, my name is Angela. I'm your own bookaholic brown nim. You can call me Angie if you feel like it. And in this channel, I talk about books of all kinds: classics, literary fiction, science fiction, fantasy, a lot of fantasy because that's my favorite genre, and then a little bit of romance here and there. And lately, I have started reading manga and graphic novels, as you can see. So if you love to listen to those type of contents, please subscribe to my channel, and also please like, share and comment so that I can interact with you guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. For those who are completely clueless, just like me, what this book is about. So this book is created, and the creator of this book is Suri Ishida. And let's read the summary at the end. So Shai Ken Kaneki is thrilled to go on a date with the beautiful Rize or Rize, R-I-Z-E. I don't know the pronunciation, but it turns out that she is only interested in his body. Ooh. In eating it, that is. Okay. Then okay. When a morally dubious rescue transforms him into the first half-human, half-ghoul hybrid, Ken must survive ghoul turf wars, learn more about ghoul society, and master his new powers. Ghouls live among us, the same as normal people in every way, except their craving for human flesh. Okay, so this is going to be gory, I think. This is the cover, as you can see. And I think this is Ken Kaneki. Yeah, that's a protagonist. There is an inside colored page here. I like the illustrations already. I like the artwork already. Okay, so let me start reading. So if you're wondering why this part here is messy, it's actually not messy, it's quite organized. These are all my journals and diaries where I keep all of them. Maybe I should find a new place for them. When I do my next bookshelf reorg, I might do that. This is so cute. So basically, like I read out in the summary, this guy, our protagonist Ken Kaneki, he scores a date with this girl who is apparently a ghoul, and it's sad that this is his first ever date, and he is such a book nerd, just like me, and they fix up a date in a bookstore. So very cute start, exciting start for this guy, but knowing from this summary what he's going to become, it's kind of sad. So there is a scene where this guy is fucking terrified. Like, he is aghast because she reveals herself as a ghoul, and here he is like shitting his pants basically, and she's like, "Oh, your expression so beautiful." Dark humor. That's one thing about most manga that I have read so far, that the humor is dark, even when the situation is extremely devastating, and something horrible is happening, and somebody cracks a joke, and it goes well with the situation, that they are too good in, the all these creators are so good in creating dark humor. That's what I like about manga. I mean, that's something that I've noticed, and I really enjoy that in manga. So, chapter one was called Tragedy, and truly, this is basically an origin story of this guy, which is, I think, will be henceforth called Tokyo Ghoul, and it's his origin story basically. And just like the chapter's name, it's definitely a tragedy, of course. Becoming a half human, half ghoul. It's not an amusing experience, I think. So yeah, so I'm done with chapter one. Totally invested. A lot of gore, a lot of violence, um, and a little bit of dark humor here and there, and yeah, I enjoyed it. So one thing I don't understand is the existence of ghoul is not exactly a secret in this story. So everybody is talking. There are TV talk shows about the ghoul attacks and people being killed and devoured, and leftover bodies left to rot wherever. So it's not a secret basically that ghouls exist. Whereas Ken is saying that he's not going to tell anybody that this girl he dated was a ghoul, and he was attacked by her or bit by her, because nobody will believe a story like that. But if it's a society where the existence of ghoul is kind of normal or accepted, not exactly normal, but at least people know they exist and people are wary of them, scared of them, terrified of them, then why not tell his friend at least, or others? I felt that that was kind of a plot hole. I don't know. That's my thought. So the storyline kind of reminds me of iZombie. I don't know if you guys have watched it, but it's a series on Netflix. And this girl, she's a zombie, and she feeds obviously on human brains. And this kind of reminded me of it, because I just finished chapter three, and he somehow finds a way to acquire human meat for his sustenance, and he does not kill for it, but he somehow gets it. Basically, how we humans do it for generally animal meat, right? We don't kill them ourselves. We get it somehow, so we don't have to commit the appalling violence ourselves, but we kind of delegate it to somebody else, right? So that's what he also has done, at least for now. So yeah, the story definitely kind of reminded me of iZombie, and iZombie is also a lot of dark humor. I like this sidekick who works in the morgue with her. I forgot the names of the characters. It's been long since I watched it last, so it definitely gives me an iZombie vibe. This book. I'm in chapter six, and Ken is having a total meltdown. He is not able to accept his existence as a goal, because that is evoking all these very primal craving for human flesh, and he is disgusted by himself and his craving, and he's trying to reconcile and trying to understand and trying to find alternatives. And he discovered that if he drink coffee, I think he can I don't know, control the urges. That's my understanding. That's what I understood from what I've read so far. So coffee has a one very important role to play here, I think. I'm assuming. This again raises a question: if you accidentally, are forced to change your nature, you are suddenly prone to violence. In his case, he becomes a ghoul, and he is now tempted to eat human flesh, even though he does not want to do it morally, ethically. He knows it's wrong to kill a human and eat the person's flesh, and he has this kind of dissonance going inside his brain, and he's trying to figure a way around this whole mess, I think, without eating human flesh. And he's trying his best to avoid it, to fight this temptation to eat humans. And I think this is kind of, you can draw parallels with the kind of struggles and a tug of war that goes within ourselves when we are encountered with things that are against our nature but are compelled to do it because of situations and circumstances. I think we can extrapolate, or we can take the freedom of extrapolation and kind of take that moral story or perspective from this book so far. So I am in chapter 6 now. Moving on to chapter 7. I'm in chapter 7 now. You know what? It's so cute that Ken is trying to protect his best friend, whom he has known since elementary school. Nagachika, his name is. I like his name too, and I like his appearances too. He's cute, he's handsome. Check this out. That's him there with the spike hair and all that. This one. So I really like him, Nagachika. He is kind of this upbeat, cool kind of school college kid, who just wants to chill and have fun. And he has no clue about all the ghoulish thing that is going around him right now. So I just finished volume 1. There are some interesting literary references. For example, there is reference to Kafka's Metamorphosis, and also a quote from Hermann Hesse, which goes like this. The bird struggles out of the egg. The egg is a world. Whoever would be born must first destroy a world. So yeah, a couple of literary references, especially because the main character Ken, he is a book nerd. He reads a lot, so maybe that connects well to the storyline that they are putting in literary references in here. The story ends kind of in a, I would say it is a positive way, wherein he, just like the summary that I read in the beginning said, it's kind of him, becoming this half human, half ghoul kind of a personality, and then he tries to figure out his way around this new way of living and new form his body is taking. I totally can relate to this main character Ken, because he is trying to be least harmful. He is trying his best to control his craving, his urges, which is quite difficult for us humans to do, right? I also like that at the end, one of the characters say that, hey, why don't you come and live with us and see how ghouls navigate the world, and see if we are actually ravenous beast, or just basically the open-ended question is that, or unasked question is that, whether we are all slaves of our biology, and that's why we do the things that we do, but we also have this ability to control our urges and minimize the harm that we cause on others. There's definitely a lot of action, a lot of gore, but it's much more than just action and violence and blood and gore. It's much more deeper than that. I think it is compelling as to re-examine ourselves, this biology versus psychology kind of dichotomic war that's going inside our brain all the time. It is kind of an exaggerated um, version of it through comic book storytelling method. I absolutely loved it. If you guys are Tokyo Ghoul fans, let me know, should I continue with this or not. For what I have read so far, I will definitely continue it and see where the story takes us. So that was me reading Tokyo Ghoul and sharing my experiences as part of my Manga Mania series. Please tune in for my next video. I will be back before you know it. Thank you. Bye bye.